Okay, what is up, everybody? I should be live. And today we are looking at Madden NFL 23. Let me just make sure we're live. Okay, everything's working as it should be. So, I did a video of this on Twitch at one point. I played the Legacy Madden game. I lost. So I figured I would come here because I have more of an audience here. And we'd look at it now. I have not gotten the past two Madden games because not having a next-gen console, there was no point for me to get the games. And, I'm actually going to go and share this out. So I'll be right back. Okay, I've shared it on places where people will most likely come across it. And just to make sure chat reads.
Test.
And it does. So we're going to start preseason.
Play now.
Now, for those who are not used to the Madden games, the voice it uses for narration is not the greatest. But I guess we can't be too picky because at least it's something.
You have 4 options. Play now is selected.
So I can play now, head-to-head, Pro Bowl. I want to play now.
Entering play now live screen. You have 7 options. Favorite teams game. New York Giants at New England Patriots is selected.
So I can do, it's a horizontal menu that does not wrap.
Custom game is selected.
I can do favorite team.
Super Bowl preview. Los Angeles Rams at Los Angeles Chargers. Preseason primer. Cleveland Browns at Jacksonville Jaguars. Fresh starts and a final.
So there's a lot you can do.
Favorite teams game. Entering. Select your team. Pop-up. Select your team for the game. Patriots is selected. Giants. Patriots.
And I'm going to select the Patriots because that is my team when I follow Pro. And
to week 1 of the NFL preseason, where the rookies of today hope to become the stars of tomorrow. It's the New York Giants and the New England Patriots on Thursday night.
okay.
From the area known as Patriot Place, EA Sports set for football at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Tonight, it's a preseason matchup between the New York Giants and the New England Patriots.
If anyone's watching and wants to see a custom game like of a certain team, please let me know. And I'll try to do it another day.
And during that time off, we all cherish our vacation time. But admit it, you're the same as me. When you were working out, when you were doing things, you thought about football, didn't you? And you couldn't wait to be back up here again.
Come on now, that's
Entering play call screen. Kickoff middle.
Here's the punter, Jake Bailey, ready to do the honors. And we are underway in Foxborough. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Here come the Giants, led out by their former 6th overall pick out of Duke back in 2019. Daniel Jones under center.
New York State committed to Daniel Jones for a 4th season, but also made this a decisive year by declining his 5th-year option. 2022 looks like Jones' final chance to prove he can be the franchise face for the Giants. And he does.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories. Cover 4 drop. Over storm brave. Cover 6. Cover 3 sky. Over storm brave. Cover 4 drop. Seam flat. Seam flat.
They'll start out on the ground at Saquon Barkley. And he is
Entering play call, Samuel Diggs.
And it brings up 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's
Right.
2nd and 8.
Seam flat.
I don't know what that means.
And he can muster only a couple.
Entering play call, coach 6. LB
2
blitz
yards on the
1.
first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the 2nd down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job
Seam
done.
flat.
Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one.
Entering
There's an
play call,
example on
cover
this
1
first
hole.
possession of the game.
Cover 4 drop. Cover 3 sky. Cover 4 drop.
I wish I knew what some of these terms meant.
Has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Dang it.
Now Jones. Right back to Tony. He's got another one.
Entering play
And
call,
he'll be taken
coach 6.
down at
Bug
about
slant
the
3.
22-yard
Over storm
line.
brave. Cover
Nothing
6.
fancy on first down,
Cover
but a very
3 scheme.
consistent type
Cover
of a
4
play.
cons.
Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed. Because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Now, meanwhile, a
Entering
pass that
play
should
call,
have been
bug
intercepted,
slant 3.
but it winds up
Cover 1
falling
Robert
incomplete.
press. Cover 2 invert.
Right there. And it
Bug
turned into
slant
an
3.
ill-advised throw into
Cover
their
4
zone.
drop.
We know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Throwing Jones. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for
Entering
3, but
cover
they've
3
created a
cloud.
fresh set of downs
FS
and a
zone
1st
blitz.
and goal.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road.
Seam flat.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. This is caught. A gain of 9
Entering
there.
play
Sets up
call,
second and
coach
goal.
suggestions, error 7, 60 pin, 60 pin, 60 out jacks,
I think it's safe to
60
say that
pin.
getting him the ball in this game.
Whatever that is, we'll do it.
And a top priority for the defense has got to
Seam
be
flat,
finding ways to cover him and hope that you can have one basic.
Touchdown, Giants. Ricky seals Jones. A 1-yard touchdown reception.
entering play
And the
call,
Giants
coach
put the
safe
Knights'
man
first
left,
points on the
safe,
board as they
FG
take
block
the early
return.
lead. Well, down in this part of the field, CD, they'd love to get him the football, and right there, a little pitch and catch for the score.
Yeah, and he's such a weapon when it's that close to the end zone, and they love being able to rely on him to make those kind of catches. Talk about trust, talk about confidence, and he produces.
Entering play, return middle. Onside recover.
Gano now, following the touchdown here to kick it away.
R2 button.
And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. Well, we get a first look at this Patriots offense and, of course, leading them for his second season. Last year's Rookie of the Year runner-up out of Alabama, Mac Jones.
I think we'll all remember 2021 as a banner quarterback draft, and we saw 5 taken in the first round. It was actually the 5th of those 5, Mac Jones, who's the Rookie of the Year voting,
Entering
with
play
the 5th
call,
most yards by a rookie
inside
in
zone.
league history.
Stick.
The Patriots, they have to be
AHB
dancing in the
stretch.
streets with the idea that this guy is going to be their quarterback for about the next 10 years.
First carry for Damian
R2
Harris,
button.
the Alabama man. He'll be dropped after a
Entering
gain of
play
about
call,
6
coach
across the 30
suggestions,
to the 31.
double slants,
Well,
quick
it's time for
pitch,
them to be good teammates right here.
Pats
What I mean by
cross,
that is
quick pitch,
possess the
double
ball for a
slants.
little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
James White's first
R2
carry.
button.
Again with a juke. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down.
Thank you.
Entering
Usually
play,
runs like this as the defense
inside
breaks down
zone,
later in the
stick,
game, but this guy is setting the tone early.
AHB
Running
inside
through
zone,
all types of tackles
stick,
and put the
inside
defense
zone,
back on its heels.
stick,
I don't know if I'm going through different options or if it's...
circle button,
First and 10.
cross button,
Jones.
cross button.
And that going to be incomplete.
Entering play call, switch fork, inside zone, stick,
I think he's got to be careful.
AHB stretch alert
In the
smoke,
coverage right there, there weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
cross button,
Second and
square
10.
button.
Jones. And caught by Henry.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 30 options. For verticals is selected. Triangle button. Triangle button.
Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Entering Hubbard's compact AHB quick
Their defense
pace.
gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
R1 button.
They'll look to
Circle
throw
button.
again. Complete.
R2
Smith
button.
has it. And he'll go out of
Entering
bounds after
play
taking
call,
a little
coach
further down
stick
inside the
switch.
40.
AHB base.
Just 3 yards on the
Pull
completion
flat.
there. And it's
AHB
second
base.
down.
Cross button.
Back to throw
Cross
again.
button.
Open man here, the tight end Henry. And they're going to have another first down as the tackles
Thank
make
you.
the Giants 20-yard line. They got
Entering
18
play call,
yards out of that one.
AHB
Gives them a
man.
new set of downs.
AHB slip screen.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Triangle button.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. They
Dang
couldn't
it.
look up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. After 1-7-0 on EA Sports.
Entering
Start of the second
inside
quarter
zone.
for Foxborough. It's the
Roll
longstanding
combo.
Patriots rookie
Inside zone.
as they got it with a 2nd and 10.
Triangle
And now a
button.
first chance for the
Square
backup
button.
here to throw. quick slant here to Smith.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 30 options. Mesh spot is selected. Triangle button. Circle button.
And he's gonna go down. Sacked right around the
Entering
17.
play call, coach suggestions. There are 9 categories. You have 15 options. Field goal 34 yards
That
is
was
selected.
4th down.
Ooh.
So they spike it on 4th down and they will lose the football. A chance to get some momentum here in the
Entering
second quarter,
Mike's
getting their
great
first
free
trip
press.
into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach,
Outside
sure
third.
you feel some disappointment, maybe a
Out.
little bit of
Hey,
deflation there because
Jennings.
you didn't get it in. But I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the second quarter. We'll be back.
Entering
Let's get
play,
it later
Sam
on.
Mike
That's why I
1.
keep this team up.
Hook slant
Feel
3.
like they've let everyone down. Gotta be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to.
Entering instant replay. Call timeout is challenge plays stats. Coaching options. Pop-up menu. You have accessible settings is select. Settings is select. Entering settings screen. Entering resume. Quit game is options. Accessibility is select.
I forget you can do it from in here.
Master vowel audio in game stadia in set to 49 set to 51 set to 55. Entering exhibition play now live screen. You have 8 options. Resume
Now
is
the
selected.
Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And nowhere for him to go
Entering
again.
play
They'll get back
cover
to the
1
line
auto
of scrimmage.
press.
That's it.
Cover 3 flank.
Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
Outside third. Spread.
Now Taylor. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Anthony Jennings with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7.
Entering play return left. Straight rush.
Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Here's Jamie Gillen now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Let's take it inside his own 40.
R2 button.
So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Patriots take over. So back on the field come the Pats for their second drive. And on the last
Entering
drive,
play
they
stretch
run
alert
field goal
looking.
range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any
Square
spot on the
button.
field.
R1
And he likes
button.
touchdowns, not
Triangle
field goals.
button.
Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him. through it,
Triangle
too.
button.
And this is caught inside the 5. A big play
Hey.
there for New England.
Entering
59
Patriots
yards.
spot.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Entering play D spot. AHP dive.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation.
Square button.
Boyer
Cross button.
to the goal line, but it's
Entering play
incomplete.
inside
I'm seeing
zone.
from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far, even backed up late.
Okay.
They're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first
Triangle
half winds
button.
down.
Triangle button.
He will find his tight end Smith for a Patriot touchdown. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Entering
You got to
Padgham.
figure down by the goal line. This is where
Padgham.
tight end
That's
earns his
supposed to
money in the high
PAT
traffic area,
attempt.
and he's able to work
Point
free
after
in the
touchdown
end zone
attempt.
and grabs that one for a touchdown.
And oh, he clanks it off the right upright. And it's no good.
Entering kickoff middle. Kickoff right.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. New York set to take the field. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides. But sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with a slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
All right. Go down. Go down.
It's incomplete.
Thank you.
Sam Mike one. Cover one Robert.
Beyond the first down marker to his receiver,
Keep half.
but they just couldn't connect,
Spread.
and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Keep half.
On second down, a run with Guida. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield.
Good.
2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Entering
When a
play.
draw
Pinch
works,
up
it
0.
can be a thing of beauty,
Cover
but
4
when it
drop.
doesn't,
Cover
oh, it
3
can
hard
be
flat.
ugly. And in this
Cover 3
case,
scheme.
loss of yardage
Pinch
ugly.
up 0.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
I certainly like what he did
Entering
right there
play.
because
Safe
he
man.
smartly wanted to avoid forcing
Return
anything
right.
downfield because
Safe man.
nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. And a
All
fair
right.
catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So a change of possession here
Entering
on the punt.
Patriots
and
spot.
out will come the offense
Inside
as they
zone.
take over.
Patriots spot.
Okay.
R1
Here's
button.
Hoyer.
R1 button. R1 button.
Got his man
R2
complete
button.
over the middle. It's Montgomery. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Now
Felt like we went way farther than
completion,
that.
We're going to get a stoppage
Enter
here for an
Tianville.
injury. We'll get a
AHP
report
blood
when
dive.
we return to Foxborough. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Square
Now
button.
Hoyer.
Square button.
Montgomery, another target and catch. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Entering play call. Coach Sig. Regoni HP Scissors. AHP draw. Regoni HP Scissors.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
All right.
Triangle
He'll
button.
drop to throw.
Square button.
A quick throw there going to be batted away
Entering
and
play.
incomplete.
4
And now a
verticals.
common sight, at least on
AHP
this
draw.
drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
Square
To
button.
throw again on 2nd down.
Square button.
Hoyer. He's got a man here. It's
R2
Montgomery.
button.
And all the way in.
Yes.
Down, New England. Ty Montgomery. 42 yards. And the Patriots have moved out in front.
Entering kick pat sprint out. Pat again.
On for the extra point is Folk. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this
Yes.
one is up and good to extend their lead. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it ends with a New England touchdown.
Entering
Thank you.
play call. Specialty. Onside kick. Kickoff left. Onside kick.
Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. A 2nd quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team. They can try these sorts of things, and it won't come back and hurt them later.
New York set to take the field. Charles, a very
Entering
uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped
Let's do that.
during a series. What would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
The throw by Taylor here,
Entering
and it's
cover
incomplete.
3 cloud.
To this point, I've been impressed with the run defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
The throw once more on 2nd and 10. Taylor. Throw left side, taken in by Slayton.
Entering play call.
5
Coach
yards, now it's
suggestions.
3rd and
There are
5.
7 categories. Overload free scheme.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Taylor. Being chased out left. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not
Entering
enough. Now
play
it's 4.
call.
Like
Go
any
safe
team
man
play, they're looking for
left.
touchdowns to
Safe
try and
man.
help their
FG
cause.
block
But in this
return.
case, he does get a little closer at least. If they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right, and the deficit will stay at 2 field goals.
And now 2 problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up with great field
Entering
position
double
and enough
slants.
time to maybe get
Curl
downfield
combo.
and get a field goal attempt of their own.
The Pats going to get one final possession in this first half. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their
Cross
disposal,
button.
they'll certainly
Or
have the
one
green
button.
light here. Hoyer's throw taken in by Thornton. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Yes.
Well, this is where
Entering
reading defenses
Y
and
option
practice
wheel.
time comes into play.
Trail
You got to
shape.
know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
Triangle
They'll throw
button.
now on the
R1
final
button.
play. That's
Cross
caught by
button.
Montgomery. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. So we have reached halftime in our first preseason matchup of the year. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. Back to you guys in just a minute as we've started the countdown to opening night. Remember, the preseason has shrunk from 4 games down to 3. So just 2 more weeks of preseason action follow this, and then we get it all started on the first Thursday after Labor Day. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, they were much more successful throwing the football than their counterparts. As you can see the numbers there.
Entering
Most of the
bump
starters are
adjustments. Screen
likely
run
done.
inside is
These
selected.
coaching staffs
Run
are
outside.
getting ready
Throw
to
it
evaluate
short.
the youngsters in the second
Run-
half.
run
And to call the
outside.
remainder of this preseason opener, we go back
Defend outside
to Brandon
run.
God.
During
Coach,
play
yeah,
call,
adjustments
special
likely going to
teams,
play
they
a
have
big
6
role in this
options.
third
Return
quarter in
left
what's
is
been a
selected.
tight
Return
contest so
middle.
far. Probably not likely to see many starters in the second half as we get back at it underway in this preseason opener.
R2 button.
And no return from Montgomery. Bring it out to the 25. For the Patriots taking over to start quarter number 3. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And Charles, if they had a
Entering
checklist of things they wanted to
PHP zone
accomplish in the first
WK.
half, certainly
Y
at the top
shallow
of that
cross.
list would be having the
PHP
lead.
base.
And they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game. And down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
From the 31,
Circle button.
Hoyer.
Triangle button.
He'll rifle this one deep
Triangle
right side.
button.
It's caught inside the
Option
25.
button.
And
Cross
he'll
button.
take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Pass interference. Defense.
They
Entering
frustrated
play
these
call.
receivers
Coach
tonight. Really held down the
PHP
passing
power.
game, but there got the penalty.
Fine line between aggressive, good coverage, and they crossed it on that play.
Circle button.
On first down,
R1
he'll drop
button.
to throw. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here,
Entering
and it's
play
good
call.
for a first.
5-6
How about
trap.
the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at first and goal.
R1 button. R2 button.
Showing off the elusiveness as he's in. Touchdown.
Yes!
Well, wherever he is on the field, he is certainly
Entering play
slippery with the
call.
football
Coach
in his hands, and he
suggestions. There
proved
are
it
9
right there.
And
categories.
normally
You have
moves
3
like that aren't
options.
supposed to work
HB
this
got is
deep in the
selected.
red zone because there's not
HB
enough
got
space. Normally,
It
way
double
more effective
slants.
when you're working out in the open field.
HB got
But here, incredible shiftiness, excellent contact balance, and he works his way into the end zone.
Triangle
They'll try and
button.
throw for it.
Triangle button.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Popular down near
Entering
the goal
play.
line. Quick
Onside
slant.
kick.
Nice job there to
Onside
get in,
kick.
knock it away.
It was, and one of the other things you're concerned about when you throw that route is to make sure your offensive linemen use their leverage to get the hands of the defensive front down so you can throw it through that little bit of crowd and get it to the receiver. In this event, they did, but a nice play by the defender knocking it away.
And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are
Entering
the best guys
some
ready
blitz
to make
one.
that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a...
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Henry Anderson. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. And no matter what the
Entering
situation,
play
the
clock.
O-line just
Silver
hates
shoe
that
pinch.
because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys that they weren't playing.
He rifles one that's intercepted.
R2 button.
Picked up by Joejuan Williams. And the Patriots are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Yes!
Enter. Stretch alert bubble.
So good starting field position for him here as they go first and 10 right at the
Cross
50-yard
button.
line.
Triangle button. Triangle button.
That's taken in. Trey Nixon. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
They kept the receiver in
Entering
the short
play.
field, but that let his
Empty
quarterback get the ball quickly to
26
him
low
before
alert
either guy in
absolutely.
double coverage could react.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down.
Cross button.
From the
Circle
shotgun, he'll
button.
look to throw. And this throw incomplete. And the
Entering play
defender all
clock.
over him that
HB
time, and it's
dive.
going to lead to 3rd down. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
R1 button.
Now back
R1
to
button.
throw. Toward the sideline, he will have the first down.
Entering
Good
play
catch. He was
call.
able to
Coach
keep the feet in
inside
bounds.
zone WK.
Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Square button.
Again, he'll drop
Cross
the throw.
button.
Looking left side, and he's
R2
got a
button.
man. That's Montgomery. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Alright.
Connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a 1st down.
And now we get into the
Enter
psychology of the
shallow
whole thing
cross.
because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this
Cross
point,
button.
this is a great
Circle
spot for them to
button.
go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They
Entering
played that
play
very
call.
well because it was a
Coach
drag route.
inside
And he
zone.
ran it a little shallower than normal as he
Slants
worked
kick.
straight across the field. He was hoping
Inside
he'd get
zone.
lost behind the defensive
Trail
line.
shake.
But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
R2 button.
4 yards on the
Entering
pickup there as it'll leave him with a
PHP
3rd and
draw.
about 4 more for a 1st.
Okay. I like that.
Here to pick up the 1st down.
Cross
Out of the
button.
gun now on
Square
3rd
button.
down. That's
R2
complete
button.
right side to Asiasi. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. Just a gain of a couple there. And it'll be 4th down.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball.
94
Instead of
will.
pushing it downfield, they throw a
Osprey
short
HB
pass
flat.
trying to pick up the first down, but the defense rallies to the
94 will.
football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th
FD
down.
dive. 94 will. Gun plan. There are 9 player. There are 9 cad. John Smith. John Smith. Formation. There are concept. There are play type. There are person. Option is set to RPO. Run. Special. Pass. Specialty. Fick FGY. Field goal 36 yards.
Delay of game. Offense.
Entering
That
play.
flag accepted,
Field
and it
goal
backs the
41
offense up a
yards.
little bit. Here's Nick Folk now on for the field goal. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt.
We're going to try to go for it.
Kick is good.
Yes!
That will extend their lead even further. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball
Entering
up, what's the
play
first thing
call.
a coach tells
Onside.
his defense?
Kickoff
Don't
middle.
let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Now, after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. And New York set to take the field. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to
Entering
get
play.
much of
Over
anything
storm break.
going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that part. I know
Outside,
that right now, the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So
Entering
despite
play.
the fact that they've struggled
Tempadu.
throwing it, they've got to find some
Overload.
type of a
Freak
play,
Tempadu.
multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
Outside 30.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Taylor. And incomplete on the
Entering
deep
play.
ball.
Cover 1 LB
It's
blitz.
been a struggle for him accruing yards in this game passing the football. So there he said, hey, I'm going to try to chuck it deep, but another incompletion.
Has to be a little bit frustrating because of what you just described. It's been a struggle for him here in the second half.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Joe Juan Williams.
Yes!
Well, they definitely figured out something defensively at halftime, Charles. That's now 2 drives and 2 interceptions here in this third quarter.
Enter.
And I
Middle
think
high
the
low.
easy thing for us to
AHD
say is,
dive.
boy, they made an adjustment, didn't they? Or they showed him something different. I'm not so sure it's that as much as maybe he's just been impatient and forced the ball a little bit. In any event,
R1 button.
as you noted,
R1
back-to-back
button.
interceptions thrown.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports.
Entering play
Back
call.
now in Foxborough.
Inside zone.
We
Roll
get set for
combo.
the 4th quarter. Patriots have the lead. They also have the football.
Okay.
To
Triangle
throw
button.
again on 2nd
R1
down.
button.
Hoyer. Smith
R2
catches
button.
left side. And he'll be
Entering
brought
play.
down at the
Twice
27.
Middle high
That was an
low.
okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Cross button.
Back to throw.
Square button.
And that will be incomplete.
I see
Entering
the
play
surprise in your
call.
face there,
Coach
partner. That is
suggestions.
a rare
Field goal
incompletion from him. He's
44
been on
yards.
point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Oh, I didn't get it.
I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and that will keep this a 15-point game. Now this one now, not only, Charles, you've got a sliver of hope on that
Entering
other
play
sideline.
call.
You certainly
Cover 2
do,
man.
because that would have made it a
Cover
3-score
4 drop.
game,
Cover
and that
4
probably
drop.
would have been curtains
Cover
at that
4
point.
drop.
But now they get down the field quickly and somehow get the ball back one more time, we may have a different ball game.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's
Entering play call.
incomplete.
Cover 2
Nowadays,
man.
quarterbacks don't mind throwing
Cover
into
3
coverage
scheme.
because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too
Outside
confident and throw an interception.
Outside 3rd.
Again, now it's Taylor on 2nd and 10. Pass is caught by Wan'Dale Robinson. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. First target, first catch, and a first down.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
Meanwhile, a throw by Taylor is incomplete.
Suggestions.
Taylor incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's James. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and lead the game out that way.
They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Good reactions there, defense. Green was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with a little gain.
Here we go. It's Taylor on 4th down. Got a man, Slayton. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Outside 3rd.
Again, it's Taylor. He'll dump this down to Matt Breida. And they'll work this down inside the 30. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays. Harder to move it.
On 2nd down, Taylor's throw incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And entering play call, coach suggestions, there are 7 categories. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. A run between the tackles with Breida. He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes on a gain of 8. Well, now hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Ball on the 8, 2nd and 2.
Outside 3rd.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Outside 3rd.
Taylor. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough.
26-2, AHP dive.
Okay.
The drive starts with a carry by Stevenson. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
26-2. MTN HP plus 94 will. 94 will.
Straight ahead, it's Stevenson. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down.
No pain, no gain. We got it. Come on now. Let's do this.
Okay, why?
Entering 26-2. 26-0. 26-0.
Up the middle, here's Stevenson. The Giants going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Entering play call, AHP dive.
To the right side, this is Stevenson.
And this is an absolute big third down.
26
There's no
conflict check.
the defense
Recent plays, personnel, error 9.
Pastor, you
Play
said
type,
big third
error
down. I
9.
put the word big in
Concept, play,
capital letters
pass,
here.
run, RPO, special team, Fick FGY shuttle, Fick FG sprint, Fick punt FD, Fick punt sweep, punt. Play call. Fick punt sweep, punt.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Entering play 26-0. 26-0. 26-0.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to have a Patriots first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line.
Okay.
And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact.
I'm getting the hang of this. It's been a while since I've played a Madden game regularly, actually. Played a Madden game.
This up to about the 40. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle at the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time, ball bounce free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Enter 94 will. Eugene Heel.
So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but second, third, and fourth quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you can win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time, and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that, and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
Okay, that was... Once I got used to how the vibrations are.
Game screen, you have 5 options. Finish game is selected. View highlights is select. Player stats. Team stats. Score summary. Finish game. Score summary is selected. Entering screen scoring summary. Total Nig Arseals Jones 1 yard pass from T Jones to Connor 244.
Okay, it's not gonna.
View highlights is score summary is team stats. Player stat. View highlights. Finish game is selected.
Show me that.
Entering, continue Patriots season pop-up. Return to main menu.
So, that is a
Entering
look
main
at
menu screen franchise is selected.
Madden 23. I think I am going to pick it up. Thanks for watching.